You are aware once you raise the Quran, it is between you and the God.
Very true.
Chapter 33, verse 7 of the Quran. It says, once you raise it, whatever you say must be the truth and the whole truth.
Even before raising it, I should speak the truth. And
yes. So now we want you just to share with us the truth, and that's all.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to take you to the charge sheet. I want to take you to the charge sheet, and I want to read for you count 1 to count 8, count 1 to count 7.
Yes.
They are all about. They are all about engaging in an organized crime.
Yes.
Now, you said you were informed by intelligence that there was a large crowd. Large crowd means what?
A big group of people. A large group of people. A large number of people.
A large group of people.
Yes.
It also means a multitude. Multitude means more than 100 people, more than 500. Now, did you get a large crowd in that compound?
On that day, no.
Yeah. And remember, we have said you did say nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Yes. Did you get a large crowd?
On that specific day, no.
You did not get a large crowd. We've been told that you had been told by the DCI Nakuru North, Mr. Angat,
yes,
that there could be a meeting, and for that matter, an illegal meeting. Now, or an organized criminal group. Can you tell us briefly what it means to be in an organized criminal group?
Everything, it wasn't mentioned that it was an a criminal group. It was mentioned that the large number of people and the purpose of converging together with them. That's why we were going there for further finding missions and any other operation that would follow the first finding mission.
And in fact, to be honest with you, even the motive of the meeting was it explained to you?
Yes, it was for us to go and find out why the people had gathered in that homestead.
No, but did you know the motive of the meeting?
No, later on, or
no, when you were away,
we
know the motive of the meeting. Because as an officer,
we just approached the homestead like any other scene during an operation. We go precautiously because we can get any anything on the ground.
No, you can be confronted with violence, be honest.
Yes.
But were you confronted with any violence?
On that day, no.
You were never. Now, when the church sheet says being members of a criminal group,
yes,
that's count 1. Did you found any criminal group?
We found materials.
No. We are talking of group. Did you find a criminal? You know, like when people talk about Al-Shabaab, sometimes we don't fist Mandela because when you fist there, they can bomb you. Isn't it? You have fear. Isn't it?
Yes.
So we know there's a criminal group called Al-Shabaab, and they are known by their violence. So, did you in this case find any criminal group that was armed, violent, and militant?
In answering that, I can say we arrested 8 male adults.
Did you find a criminal group
on suspicion of being members of an organized group, a criminal organized group? So it was upon the investigating officer.
No, what made you be suspicious that it was unorganized
After
group.
we found after the firearms were found and the paraphernalia I mentioned about, because they were paraphernalias that seemed like they conduct a ritual.
Which paraphernalia did you find?
It was a calabash and some other things that I can't recall very well, but I didn't mention that in my statement.
It's called Kiplagat, our star who broke his record in
Yes, sir.
Belgium. The star, when he comes back, is given milk, fermented milk
Yes.
in a gourd. Can you call that paraphernalia? When he's given mursik, I think it's called mursik. Is that paraphernalia?
Together with the written.
Answer my question.
Together with the written notes, that is when we formed.
Answer my question. When our athletes,
you call it a calabash, or the Kalenjins have a name for it, but we call it calabash.
And it's a cultural artifact.
Yes.
So when it is used by our sportsmen, it is a good artifact.
For the purpose,
but if you get it elsewhere, it becomes a paraphernalia.
It depends on what it's being used for.
No, but what did you find? Show us what you found. Because what you found is common articles, cultural articles, which are used by every tribe.
With all due respect, the investigative team should explain.
No. You were there, my friend.
Yes, I was there.
You are a Muslim. Muslims are respected for saying the truth.
I don't want to preempt.
Yes.
I'm saying
so we
want
to know the truth because you were there. You might end up being the only person who can tell us the truth.
And that is why I'm saying, Your Honor, I don't want to preempt. I want to say what I saw. What I saw with my own eyes.
And what I'm asking you,
yes,
what paraphernalia did you see that made you conclude this was a criminal group?
It was a calabash among other items.
You found one calabash?
Yes.
Your Honor, is that a calabash?
One thing I can
is that a calabash?
Yes, sure.
Show us the calabash. The calabash is what we use to get uji, isn't it?
Yes. It can be used for many purposes. Yes.
But I don't think you have ever seen a calabash, my friend. Even me at home, I have this. That is where I put my milk, traditional milk, to drink. Fermented milk. Can you show it to us? Yes. Give him. We want to see. Is that the calabash you are talking about? What shows you that it was being used for a cultural purpose? No. Answer my questions. I don't want a lot of things because
together with the written, I can't. This alone I can't say. But when we gather together, the same venue of this one with written materials, that is when we.
But you confirm that's not a calabash.
Yes.
That's not a calabash.
That's what I can.
You confirm
it can be called any name, but this is what we recovered. Whatever it is, this is what we recovered.
And that is grown in every home.
Yes.
It's called a gourd. It's grown in every home. When it is young, it is eaten as food. When it becomes mature,
yes,
it is used to ferment milk. Yes. That's why when our athletes come, that is what you are given. It is the highest honor. It is the highest honor you can be given. Yes. When milk is put here, it ferments. Yes. So this is not a calabash. Okay. You confirm that?
My English could be bad.
You confirm that this is not a calabash?
Yes. Okay, I don't confirm, but whatever it is, this is what we found. It can be called a calabash, a gourd, or anything.
And you confirm that this is an innocent product, farming product, which is produced in every home in Kenya. You confirm that, it is found in every home as food. Yes. Yes. So let me take it. So you confirm that there was no organized group.
I can't confirm. That is why investigations had to be conducted. But we arrested them on suspicion of that.
Now let me ask you, yes, what makes you believe that it was an organized group?
Again, I go back to the written materials we recovered.
Where is the written material? Where is the written material?
ile kitabu.
Because
Yes.
what is an organized group?
An organized.
First of all, it must have a constitution. It must have a membership register. Did you recover all those things?
Some constitutions are not.
No, did you recover
Are not
constitution?
necessarily. Some laws and constitutions are not
Did
necessarily.
you recover bylaws? Bylaws of this organization? Did you recover bylaws of this organization?
I didn't go through the material in depth, but the little that I picked up.
Did you recover membership register?
That's what I'm trying to explain. That
No.
the materials we recovered, they had like minutes of the previous day
No, but
of a meeting that had taken
did you
place.
recover their register? A register where their members are listed?
I'm not certain, but
You are not certain.
yes.
Did you recover their bylaws? Something like a document that binds them together.
That can be explained by the.
No, did you see it yourself? Those who were there, you said they were placed on the table.
In an operation, you don't have to go.
My friend, answer
You don't
my
have time to
questions.
go into
Answer my
stuff in
questions.
details. You collect
Did you
tiny
recover?
information and go gather it later.
Did you recover a written document, a constitution or their bylaws or their rules from the meeting?
I'd say I'm not certain, but I
You are
didn't
not
see
certain.
any.
Okay. Let us go to count 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I will ask you combined questions. It is saying they were found in possession. In possession. Where did you find the people, the 8 people?
They were from different houses
Within the compound.
within the compound. Yes, Your Honor.
So you found them outside the main house.
I believe there were some who were in the main house.
No, but how many were found in outside the
In the
main house?
in the outer houses.
Yes.
I can't be very certain.
You can't
I
be
don't
very
have the
certain.
memory of that.
You
Yes.
can't be very certain.
Yes.
So you don't know.
Yes, I'd say I don't remember.
Yes. But the majority of the people were found in houses outside the main house. Because the main house was locked. Isn't that correct?
Could be.
Yeah. So all the 8 were outside the main house. No, answer my question. All the 8 were found outside the main house.
I can't recall that, and I don't want to speculate.
My friend, you were there.
That
You
is why
were
I'm
in charge of the
explaining. It
cordon.
was a very large homestead,
Were in
and you can see each and every part of it from.
what time? What
certain
time of the
points.
day was it?
Yes,
What time of the day was it?
it was still. It's called dusk, or it was early mornings. The light hadn't hit yet. It was still dark.
So it was
morning.
dark,
Yes,
very dark.
not very dark. It was getting to morning,
Could
but
you
it
see?
was still
Could
dark.
you see 20 meters away that night?
20 meters.
20 meters is like from here to the door.
Yeah, that much you could have seen.
You could see
Yes,
from where you are to the door.
yes.
So it was dark.
It was dark. Yes.
It was dark. Now you confirm that the 8 were arrested in outside buildings.
I've not confirmed. I've said I can't remember well. With all due respect, I can't remember well. Because my sole purpose was,
So the
was
8,
to support the operation.
I put it here, the 8
Yes.
cannot be in possession when they were arrested in the outside buildings. Because the items were found in the main house.
Whoever
Isn't that
arrested,
correct?
I believe each and every individual there was arrested by a certain police officer. Your Honor, I believe each and every individual there was arrested by a certain police officer, and they can show particularly, so those police officers can explain.
No, the church doesn't tell us who arrested who. They are just.
I believe in the statements of other police officers, people have mentioned who arrested who or who recovered what.
But do you know who arrested outside the compound?
No, I don't. Outside the compound that.
No, outside the main building.
No, I
Because
don't
there were
know.
buildings.
I don't know.
You don't know.
That much detail, yes.
So you confirm that these items you are talking about, the bangi, the gun, and the other things were discovered in the main house.
I saw them later in the main,
house.
Yes.
So they could not have been possessed by people who were outside.
I don't know where they were recovered exactly. I'm not.
You don't know where they were recovered?
Yes, where they were recovered, yes.
But you do remember that when they were recovered, you were in the main house.
If I can explain myself a little, the purpose of the condom that I
No.
was
Where were you
to
when they were recovered?
Yes,
When these items were recovered, where were you?
I was still at my position of condom. That is why I'm explaining.
So you never witnessed any recovery.
In a condom, you can be positioned for two purposes:
Please answer my question.
to prevent escape from inside or to prevent attack from outside.
I don't want you to create your questions.
Yes.
My question to you is this:
Yes.
Did you witness any recovery?
I didn't witness the recovery.
You
I
did
saw
not
the
witness any recovery.
Yes.
That is sufficient.
Yes.
So now my question to you is this: as a reasonable person,
Yes.
if items were recovered in the house and the 8 were found outside the main house, can they be alleged to have been in possession?
I don't want to indulge that much.
No, I want you to answer that question.
The items were recovered.
You are a reasonable human being. I want you to answer that question. You are the one who was there.
But we are before a court of law. We are before a court of law. We should not just engage in conversations.
My friend,
that I can put myself in.
Answer my questions. Your duty is to answer my questions.
Yes.
The judge, it says you are in possession. And my question to you is this: can you be in possession when you were found outside the building and these items were found inside the building? Can you be in possession? If you're even using common sense.
No, in common sense you can't.
You can't. You have answered my question. You have answered my question. Wait for the next question.
We are talking about the case at hand.
Your Honor, the witness will save us a lot of time when we can wait for our questions. He answers and we move on. You have answered my question.
Okay.
Now the second question I want to ask you about is, you confirm that Maina and Njenga and the other 4, the other 3 I think, were not there in the house. Among the 8 people you had, it is not included Maina and Njenga. He was not there. Now, in that context then, can you allege that Maina and Njenga and the other 3 who were not there was found in possession of cannabis sativa? Can you be in possession when you are not in situ?
I don't know the other 3 that you're talking about here.
I'm talking about the ones who were arrested after. That's why I'm telling you the other 3, so that we move faster. So now it is being alleged that they were in possession, number 1, number count 8, they were in possession of a firearm without a license. Can you be in possession when you are not even present? You are a police officer, trained.
If it was found in your premises.
Yeah?
If it was found in your premises and or in a motor vehicle, you have to explain how it got there.
You have to explain how it got there. Yes. That is sufficient. Did you inquire about who is the owner of that house?
Yes. When we arrested the 8, we inquired and they informed us that that is when they informed us it was the house of Mr. Maina and Njenga.
Why did you put that in your statement?
Because as I said, I didn't want to get much into the investigative.
No, is that in your statement?
No, it isn't.
It is not.
You're the one who was asking me.
Okay. So did you check the title? Did you inquire about the title of the premises?
We were just operational.
No, my question is, did you inquire about the title?
Personally, I did not.
You did not.
Yes.
Did you inquire about the tenancy or lease agreement of the premises?
Again, personally, I did not.
You did not. So you have no basis whatsoever to allege that it belongs to Maina Njenga. You have any basis?
That is why the team would later on follow up with the investigation.
No, for you as you testified, do you have any
Myself
basis?
as a man, no, I didn't.
You don't have.
I don't have.
You don't have. So there is another count 9. Count 9. Being in possession of ammunition. Can you be in possession of ammunition when you are not even present?
As I had explained earlier, if it is found within your premises, even in your absence, you have to take responsibility and explain how it got there and why it is there.
And you have explained that you never inquired who is the owner of that premises.
Personally, I did not.
You did not. Then, being in possession of an imitation firearm, can you possess when you are not even present as a police officer?
The answer is
possession. It means when something is found in your body, in your pockets. That is possession. So can you possess when you are not even there?
It is found again. It was found in.
Eh?
It was found in the homestead that you are there.
Which homestead?
The people in the church who have been charged with those counts.
Is it their homestead?
According to them, the homestead belongs to Mr.
Do you have any evidence indicating that that is their homestead?
No, that is why the investigative team, again, the moment we left the homestead,
do you have any evidence showing that that is their home?
Yes.
Do you have any evidence showing that that is their home?
I believe the investigative team can.
No, do you have yourself?
Do a better job explaining that. Personally,
we will ask the investigating officer. Don't tell us about the IO. Do you have any evidence?
Personally, no.
You don't have. Now, you've talked about when you arrived at the gate, you have indicated that the gate manipulated you 10 to 15 minutes. Is that in your statement?
It isn't.
It isn't?
Yes.
Something you are adding today?
Not adding, I was just...
No, it's okay. You have said it is not.
I was just approximating.
You have also, in your statement, meaning today you have told the court that some scene of crime came.
Yes.
Did you see them take photos?
Again, I was outside when...
Did you see them take photos?
That's personally, no.
You never saw them. So, can you confirm that in your statement you don't mention anything about scene of crime?
Yes.
Yeah? You did not mention. These are afterthoughts. Is that what you were called this morning to come and tell us?
I mentioned what is important.
It's okay. You said that you were given the entire file by the IO.
As a police officer, I have access to...
No, I know. You have a right. You can even arrest me.
No, not without an offense.
You have arresting powers, I know.
Yes.
And a lot of inquiry powers. But my question to you is this. When you were given the file, you must have looked at the investigation diary to acquaint yourself with what happened.
Yes.
You looked at the investigation diary.
I looked at the file. I can say
you just perused. When you perused. My friend, you are a Muslim. Tell us the truth. You perused. You looked at the investigation diary. You looked at the covering report. Eh?
I perused. I may have seen many documents.
You also saw the.
What I was concerned
you saw the police experts.
What I was concerned about was my
no. Just follow me, and we'll move faster. Yes. You also looked at the police experts in the file.
No, I didn't.
You looked at them.
The exhibits.
No. The documentary.
I didn't have to go back. With all due respect, we have a lot of work within the station. that it is hard for
what I'm asking you is, what and what did you peruse in the file?
my
That's my
statement.
simple question.
If that would be enough to you, I checked my statement and I went through the covering report.
Covering report.
Yes.
When you read the covering report, what was the basis the IO used to charge the suspects? Because the covering report gives the rationale, the reason why he formed an opinion that he had sufficient evidence to charge the suspect. What was the basis?
That one he should explain himself because
No,
he's
but
the one who did the covering report.
you read the covering report.
I would stick with the content in my statement. If I added any other statement, any other detail today that you feel is uncomfortable for you, we can leave it out and use what is in the policy
But what I'm saying is, you read the covering report.
statement. Yes.
You read the covering report.
Yes, I did.
Now, what we are asking you, a simple question
It's
is,
the IO should discuss
what,
that. As a lawyer,
what opinion did the IO form?
as a lawyer, with all due respect, the IO should discuss that with you. It should be the IO and the person in charge of the file who should.
Why are you being evasive?
I'm
You
not
are on
being
oath.
evasive. No, yes.
It is a simple, straightforward question. If I read a document now and I'm asked, what have you discerned from that document? I will just explain in one sentence what I've understood. So we are
They
asking
were
you,
charged because of
when
the
you
recovery.
read the covering report, what informed the IO to charge the
The
suspect?
recoveries, I believe it's the recoveries we made and the materials we recovered.
Now you said
Yes,
Inspector Samson Lopogito
yes.
was in charge of
Outer condom.
the outer compound. And there were two other officers. Who were the other two officers?
Uh, the other two officers were PC Amos and PC Wafula.
PC Amos and PC Wafura.
Yes.
Are they witnesses in this case?
I'm not sure.
You are not sure. Okay. You've also mentioned that the DCIO Wesley Langat had received intelligence. Did he describe to you the mode of intelligence he received? Through the phone, through a letter, through photos, through what? Did he describe it to you in the briefing?
No, he didn't.
What did he tell you?
He just said there was an intelligence report
Of a large gathering.
Yes.
Were you surprised when you found just 8 people? Because 8 people is not a large gathering. Are you surprised? Because that was the first lie. You should have asked your boss, why did you tell us that there was a multitude and we are going to discover there are 8 people?
The materials recovered in their possessions again
Yeah?
had notes of meetings that had a meeting that had happened the previous day.
No, but the 8 people are not a multitude.
The notes again, if you go through the notes with the IO, you'll find that it mentions, I believe it mentions of the number of the people who were present. There was a long list of people.
Now you said when you reached the compound, you divided yourself into 3 groups. What were the 3 groups?
I wasn't that it was 3 groups, but it was divided.
How many groups?
All I can remember, there was a team that was left at the gate. There was us, the outer cordon, and then there was the search.
The search team. The search team comprised police officers. You were all police officers. You were armed,
Yes,
all of you.
I believe everybody was armed. I
Okay.
personally was armed.
So you say each group was given duties and responsibilities.
Yes.
Did they report back?
Did they?
They report back after the operation so that you had a feedback on how.
Again, as I said, I wasn't in charge of the operation, so nobody would give me a feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Now I want you to describe to us
Yes.
when you went at the compound. What was the nature of the structures? Because you are saying houses outside the main building. How were they? Can you describe to us the structures?
The layout of the compound.
Those other structures, were they made of mud, of timber,
they were made of-
or iron sheets?
They were made of timber.
Or they were made of timber?
Timber walls and iron sheet roof.
Mm-hmm. Did they have lighting?
I can't recall very well, but I remember the main house was lit.
Huh?
The main house was lit, but I don't remember the wooden the timber structures. They had
They
light.
didn't have lights. So which light did you use to enter?
We had our flashlights.
Oh, you had flashlights.
Yes.
You mean torches?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How many did you have?
I don't know how many, but everybody carries their own. I personally had a
Mhm.
torch.
Okay. So, in your conclusion, you never found these people hostile.
None that I know of. None
You
of
never found them abusive or arrogant.
no.
Were they rude to you?
I
When you told them they are
when
under
I
arrest,
when I guarded them, they weren't rude.
did they resist?
They were already they had already been sat down, so
They never resisted.
there was no resistance.
They obeyed all your commands.
Yes, they did.
When you left the scene
Yes.
in Nakuru, which mode of transport did you use?
I personally I got back into our vehicle, the DCI Nakuru West vehicle.
Okay, and the suspects?
They were carried by one of the station vehicles. I can't remember if it was Lanet police station vehicle.
So in total, how many vehicles were there?
I can't recall well, but I remember that the DCI Nakuru North team had a vehicle. Lanet police station had a vehicle.
Mhm.
We DCI Nakuru West had a vehicle.
Mm.
That's the much I can remember.
And the uniformed officers?
Yes,
The uniformed
they
officers?
were using the Lanet Land Cruiser.
They were using the land vehicle.
Yes.
Now, ordinarily, when you went there, their neighbors, the neighbors around that
Yes,
area,
they are.
did they come out?
They are not close by neighbors, and nobody. There was one boy who came.
Yeah?
There was I call him a young man who came later on as we left.
Yeah?
There's one young man who came in as we left, and he said that he was a neighbor, and he wanted to find out what was happening, and he said he could take care of the compound instead of leaving it without any care because we had taken all the occupants.
You took all the occupants.
Yes.
And did you lock the compound?
That is why when the neighbor came, we were stranded at first, but when the neighbor came and he said that he works in that homestead, we left it.
Did you take particulars of his name?
I believe the concerned, because as I said, we had gone to
No, did you take the
reinforce
particulars of his
operation.
name? The
Yes?
details of his name?
No, I didn't.
You did not.
Yes.
Is he a witness in this case?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I will leave the rest of the questions to my learned colleague.